Hello and welcome. Tonight's match about to start any moment now. So, Mark Lawrence, and your thoughts?
Good evening, John. You know, when I used to play, I always used to love night games. There's always a different atmosphere to the match.
Interesting selections by both managers, a mixture of youthful exuberance and hardened experience. A big roar from the crowd as the game gets underway. A super atmosphere here. There's a fabulous sense of occasion, and there are so many match winners out there. Very difficult to tell which way this contest is going to go. In fact, it could come down to simply who's more hungry for it. Turns defence into attack there. Again, a throw-in. A good cross might create the first goal. Here's David Pizarro. Good overlap by the defender. And Julio Baptista. Nicely found. Oh, he needs some help in the box. Sabri. De Rossi. Here's Mexes. And Burdisso. And Tadai. Ayhan Akman. Ilano can be very hard to shake off the ball. Burdisso. Fullback getting forward well. Obvious foul there. Free kick. Goalkeeper's been very careful in lining them up. The attack breaks down as it's put out for a corner. Good defending. Drifts one in. Jumps for the header. Held by the keeper. "15 minutes have passed. Totti. That was nice, but off target.
The keeper's now having a word with his defenders. He clearly doesn't feel they should allow space for a shot like that.
Moving up the field, stretching the play. Concedes a throw in a dangerous position too.
Might think about slinging this into the box, you know.
Whips it in. Oh, defensive lapse there, the ball's been stolen. Fouled there, free kick given. Well, there's plenty to do. What options do they have here? He has a go. Into the arms of the keeper. Cicinho. How about the cross? Fine defending. Another throw in a great position.
Concentration key.
Possibility here for a cross. De Rossi, he has unrivaled stamina. Now possibility down the flank. Here's De Rossi. A shot, maybe! We've nearly reached the half-hour mark. Needs half a yard. And Ilano. Moved the ball well from one side to the other. The defence is pretty solid. Nicely won, the attack came to nothing. And the return ball safely delivered. Worked really hard to get the ball back. Here's Kuhl. Safely in his gloves. Here's Ilano. Wonderfully won there. And Sabri. And back it goes, whence it came. Now they're combining well, stroking it around the park, helped by some good movement off the ball. 5 minutes to go to half-time, and the way this is shaping up, I don't think we skimmed the roof of the net there.
Well, quite honestly, that would have changed the course of the game.
Tadai. Oh, was he brought down illegally then? No, referee says play on. Perotta. Totti. A long shot. Goalkeeper's ball. And Sabri. Only 1 minute to be added. The whistle signals the end of the first half.
Well, we've seen a bit of frustration from the strikers on both sides. They've struggled to create clear-cut chances, let alone score. Both sides are starting to shoot from distance a bit more.
So away we go with the second half, with the thoughts of the two managers uppermost in the players' minds. Their views will have been forcefully put across, and that's putting it politely. Still deadlock as we're underway for the second half. The manager still appearing to be deep in thought. I don't think it'll be too long before we see the introduction of some subs. And a header! He remains untroubled. Cicinho. Kuhl! He's done it! He opens the scoring with barely 10 minutes gone in the second half.
Great goal. The keeper could only flap at it and hope that it was heading over the crossbar. Mind you, it was sweetly struck, inch perfect with the ball going in off the woodwork.
Nobody should be disappointed now for having come to the stadium to witness this, rather than just watching it on the television. Can't really say they were on top, but they find themselves in front. Will they now take control?
Well, the game needed that goal, and the way the game's gone, that goal could turn out to be the winning goal.
And the search for an equaliser. And the defence clear their lines. Milano. De Rossi. So this has all come about from the through ball. Now a chance for a cross. Baros. Ayhan Akman. Magnificent through ball over the top. Chance here. Oh no, that ball hitting the net is the final nail in the coffin, I have to say. Surely there is no way back from this.
You just expect things to happen when he's on the ball, and he certainly didn't disappoint.
Well, it'll be fascinating to see how the manager's decision here will affect the contest. So, 2-0. Who'd have thought that would be the way of it?
There's no way they can come back here now. 2-0 down.
He keeps his eye on the ball to win the header. Thumps it forward. The keeper comes forward and the ball ends up in his arms. Ayhan Akman. Perotta. Totti. Dealt with the threat expertly. Knocks here! He lofted the ball over the prone figure of the goalkeeper, but just wide of the post.
He might have been expecting a heavy challenge there. Perhaps that's why he seemed to rush the shot.
Perotta. And Totti. This man's dangerous when he's crossing. Heading towards the penalty spot. He sliced that well wide of the right post.
Even though it's a heady chance, has to hit the target.
And there could be more to add. Still with the ball. Vucinic. We're almost in the final quarter of an hour. Now have possession. They're just not clicking with each other. Penalised for that challenge. Referee deciding to keep his cards in his pocket. That's a cleanly won header. De Rossi. Chance for a cross. Corner it is. Swings it in. Header! Straight at the goalkeeper. Sabri. Cut inside. It could have been a chance on goal, but the defenders cleared it away for a corner. Lofted it in. They've won another corner. It's up for the aerial challenge. And it may end with a chance. Sturdy defence there. And Mexes. And Rossi. Wins the ball, great defending. He scored one goal in this game. There'll be one extra minute for stoppages. Calmly done, back it goes. Well, the through ball came to nothing and it's been cleared upfield. He has blown for full time now. In this instant society, questions will no doubt be asked about the manager. It's a fine line between success and failure.
Every player knows things don't always go your way in football, unfortunately. They won't want to be told again, just learn from your mistakes, put the loss behind you and look forward to the next game. But they will be.
And so we leave tonight's broadcast. Many thanks to Mark.